move on to Danielle Holiday. She was born and raised in Atlanta. Her love for poetry started in the 7th grade. It was the best way to express my feelings, she says. And she has written numerous poems about the injustices African Americans have faced over the years before and during her time. And a line that she remembers from her 10th grade that has stuck with her, she says, is, "Chains may bind you to society, but chains were meant to be broken." We warmly welcome Danielle Holiday.
Well, I'll be reading 3 poems. One is pretty short and one I made recently. A Free People's Dream. What is an American dream? It doesn't seem right to me. Seems to gain riches off the backs of Blacks, selling the sweat and tears in sacks, killing off freedom by law, by sealing up flaws. I want a dream for me, a dream that keeps me free, a dream that comes without a fee, a dream for the people that want to be free, a free people's dream. Broken country. How can you have a dream when your country is broken, your dreams stolen, others outspoken while others are smoking, endless deaths as they take their last breaths, so many obstacles to dip and dodge through while others are depending on you. So many choices, but not a lot of voices to motivate me to keep that dream. Sinking under the surface while hearing unforgettable curses, killing off the vision of individuality. How can I have a dream when things keep happening? The sorrow that follows the wall that swallowed that same dream. The ground collapsing, inequality relapsing, people on their knees praying for the lack of dreams, companies shutting down, facilities turning around because of the lack of feet others aren't willing to give me to breathe. So I ask again, how can you have a dream when your country is broken? My last poem is called Color. Man, woman, like that, all in my head, black and white, all fresh and bright. Court going up, people going down, world still going round and round. Why can't I sleep as I bleed? Red is red, so why can't others see? Black and brown, all with frown. What's going down in this little town? Can't drive black, tears get shed, dark and headlines getting spread. Framed by man, words got said, forced in bars filled with scars. Will I lie dead?
Our next reader is David Dephy. He's a Georgian-American award-winning poet named as Literature Luminary by Bowery Poetry, stellar poet by Voices of Poetry, incomparable poet by Stato Rec. He lives and works in New York City. I would invite David Dephy to please come and present his poems. Oh, well, actually, zoom in and present his poems. David.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Glory to heroes. I'd like to share with you 2 of my works. This book is called Dining. It's written by so it has been published this year, a couple of months ago in August, here in New York City. The first one is called The Color of the Lifeless Shore. My silence is my speech, my spirit. My spirit's North Star overhangs the edge, light, soft light. White trail into distant nightfall, loss, emptiness all around us. Why can't I just be? You told me one day I was your light. Where there is light, there's love. Where are you now? Why can't you just be? Why must us noisy spirits go waking? Why must our quiet places go dreaming? This pen hangs the table's edge. Mother Earth, azure skyline, the color, the lifeless shore reflects our eyes. Seconds pass. Soundless earth fills spirit hearts. If only they could truly see. Then question remains, why can't we just be? Thank you. And the other one, it's called I Command the Chaos. It has been published by Synchronized Chaos Poetry Review in California. There's also a couple of months ago. And we're going to make a record with a Nashville rock band, Anana Kay and Miracle Gabriel. I command the chaos, turn into order. I command the death, turn into life. I command the war, turn into peace. I don't want to know or think anymore. You know, my soul yearned for knowledge, but from this day on, I don't want to know or think except for, will I be able or not to love you? Is it possible that the world has earned some relief? The wings cut the skies. A dream hides reality within itself. And what if I learn the truth? So what? Will I keep faith, the will, the strength to save myself? Will it stay with me? I command the darkness, turn into light. I shall linger on this planet a while longer. And I am closer to you than to anyone else. And aeration of my existence here brings such bitter tears, which I cannot explain, but I still have the path to reach those peaceful pastures. So I'll stand up again and tell you that I shall gather strength, and something will happen as if by accident, and we shall walk toward each other again, because I command this sorrow, turn into calm. I command the noise, turn into silence.
Thank you very much, David. It was great. Really appreciate your participation. Thanks
Thank you.
a bunch. Thank you, really.
Thank you.
And we move on to our last poet in this session. And again, this is my co-MC, my co-coordinator, co-manager for this event, Emily Lake Hansen. She's the author of the poetry collection, Home and Other Duty Stations, as well as the chapbooks, The Way the Body Had to Travel, and Pharaoh's Daughter Keeps a Diary, forthcoming later this year from Kissing Dynamite Press. Her poems and essays have appeared in 32 poems, Hobart, the McNeese Review Class, a journal of poetry, Up the Staircase Quarterly, and Atticus Review, among others. A finalist for both the 2022 Black River Chapbook Competition and the 2022 Santa Fe Writers Project Literary Award. She's a PhD student at Georgia State University and an instructor of English at Agnes College. A very, very warm welcome to you. She will be here in person, taking over the podium.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much to Dr. Khwaja for putting this on. I'm going to read two pieces that are kind of in communication with other works of art, because I think one of the best things about this experience is that we get to hear from so many voices and are really in communication with each other. So the first is a short poem called Coming of Age in America, and it's after Ilya Kaminsky's poem, We Lived Happily During the War. Each night as a child, I dreamt of my father, his dog tags in rubble, his khakis scorched into knee socks. And in the morning, my mother sang platitudes over oatmeal. There's no way for war to reach America. So I lived happily during that war, and then happily enough during the next. And then when the shootings were televised, it was too hard to take time off. Do we just work? We asked each other through the insurrection. The presidents, each of them, sing us a lullaby. Live happily, they beg, during the war. No need to worry, the commentators add. This tragedy will be forgotten soon. A brief commercial break before the next. And this other piece lives in a little bit of a hybrid space between poetry and lyric essay, and it's called An American Pastoral in 4 parts after Vivaldi's 4 Seasons. Summer. Last June, we drove along a coast I had forgotten as one forgets the words, but remembers the melody of a song. Some oceans we rediscovered are still cold in summer, and so although the sun was out and the sky was blue like raspberry cotton, the water was so frigid, I imagined icicles framing my face, Jack from the Titanic, diamonds of frozen water. How long can we stand this? I wonder. When I lived on that coast, I lived only adjacent, tangentially, irresponsibly. I thought everything then, even summer, could last forever. That's what I'd been taught, little American daughter, little red, white, and blue girl. And yet, despite the cold of the water, the popsicles we ate then melted quickly, sticking our hands until we were forced to stop touching things and go home. Winter. My son asks one day out of the blue, Mom, will it ever snow here again? Fall. At the start of the new school year, I wonder if they will teach my kindergartner about seasons. He's confused when I tell him that fall starts in September because in September, where we're raising him in Georgia, it is still so hot some mornings we sweat on the walk to the car. How do you teach the idea of a thing? I ask the me inside of me who is better at explanations when the thing itself is disappearing. I envision a future world textbook. The Allosaurus found fall to be the most advantageous season, as it was then that prey got clumsy, easier to catch in their slow preparations for winter. Spring. From February to September, it rains. So much that the basement floods, that we wear galoshes to move the laundry. From ages 5 to 11, the ages my children span now, I lived in California. There, from the pink sky, no rain ever fell. You won't be able to go back, my husband says. You know they're drinking ocean water in San Diego now, wastewater in Orange County. What lengths we'll go to, I think, to make home palatable. In Georgia, we debate collecting rainwater, constructing a fountain, a pool, how much I've always loved to swim. What will I do one day without an ocean, when all of Earth's lakes have dried back to dust and there is nowhere left to go? Inside me, the cities of my childhood sing elegies for what will be lost. But the rain has fruited our backyard trees, small buds, cherries, peaches, blackberry brambles, even strawberries underfoot. No matter what we do, I tell my sons, Earth is always trying to feed us. We pluck a peach from the tree in March. Nothing should grow yet. Nothing should be ripe. But the fruit is flesh and flush and flutter already. Juice. What else does it mean to be an American, except to look at the sky falling and insist we will come out okay? Thank you so much.